This is Baldrag1, and this is a video response to Eastcoastprepper's 3500 sub-contest. So what are we preparing for? Anything and everything. If it possibly could happen, we're hoping to be prepared for it. Whether it's our business falls into a sinkhole tomorrow, or economic collapse, EMPs, we're hoping to prep for the worst and hope for the best. So the three things that we prepped. The first thing is our plan. My husband makes fun of me all the time for actually making up a book. We don't have plans to actually bug out. Right now, we can only pretty much kind of hunker down and stay where we are. If we had to bug out, there are a few places we can go, but it's not really where I would want to be. So our plan, basically plan in here is I have written down everything that I was hoping to get for our prep. Everything from food, medical, ammo, and other things. I just always wanted to have a list of things that we believe we need, and every time that I watch a video I learn something new and it gets added to the plan. I also have started another book, a book of information that I find on the internet, because we have discovered, as we were prepping, my husband and I had to look at our weaknesses. And some of our weaknesses are we don't know how to hunt. We tried a garden and it failed within weeks, and we found out that our house sits on top of a mountain of shale and I have less than an inch of topsoil. So we're going to have to find other ways to learn how to garden. And we discovered that we don't have a lot of skills, and we're having to educate ourselves. We have a friend who's going to teach us how to hunt, and we realize that hunting is a lifelong skill. It's something that is taking people years to learn how to do, and it's probably going to take us years to learn how to hunt too. But we feel that educating ourselves on things that we need to do, and that's one of our biggest preps. It's not just buying our food and water and other things. It's actually educating ourselves on things we need to do. Our second prep, we have really started with our beans, bullets, and band-aids. And I do have more than this, but our food, we've worked on our short term, and we're hoping to get on our long term pretty soon. We're working on more ammo and our band-aids. I never really thought about it until I started watching Patriot Nurse. There's my first shout out. She really convinced me how important it is to have a really good comprehensive medical kit. I have no medical knowledge, I'm not a nurse, I'm not an EMT, but to have those items in case I need them. I do have a nurse. There is a nurse that lives 2 doors down. So, she's got skills. I might have, the band-aids for her that she might need. So, that Patriot Nurse really has helped us put together some really good medical kits. So this is our third prep. This is a commercial washing machine. We own a laundromat, and we decided to incorporate our machines into our prep. We have a few machines that we're going to be taking out of service, and we will be able to convert these to bicycle-powered machines. My second shout-out goes to Istrangero. He's a gentleman in Manila who has one of these machines, who converted it into bicycle power. I felt his videos were important. It appears that he does live in a third world country, and he's able to wash clothes whenever he needs to. I think it's important to maybe consider this, because if you don't have the skills, we are lacking in certain skills, and laundry is important, but I need to make sure that I can spend as much time on other things. So we will be converting one of these machines into bicycle power, so it's part of the prep. And I think it might be something to consider. Some things that you may need to know is that a commercial front loader, or even a home front loader, will only require about 15 gallons of water per cycle. And that's important, because a top-loading machine can be converted into a bicycle-powered machine, but it's going to require 70 gallons of water per cycle. And when you may not have as much water, or it's a precious resource, it's going to be important. If you have a home machine, you may want to pull out your manual and see how hard it is going to be to pull out the drain pump and convert it into a gravity drain. These commercial machines can be found on Craigslist or eBay, and you can actually get them for a really good price if they're not in working order as far as electronic wise. You want to stay away from anything that might have issues with the bearings. But to strip them down, it's very easy, and to hook it up to a bicycle is very easy. He used a chain. You can also use the belt that's already on there. You definitely want belt-driven machines. You don't want anything that might be a direct drive. But this is part of our prep, and we just felt that this was going to possibly make our life easier. And I think if we are thrown back 200 years, that we're smart enough to possibly take things that required electricity and convert them into things that are useful. And these machines, I believe, are going to be very useful. They are extremely heavy. If you ever had to go out and forage and you came across a laundromat, these are bolted either to the floor or to I-beams, and you will need something more than a basic ratchet set to get them loose. But if you're able to get one, it might be something to have. But it's one of the things that we do. I'm not saying it's the way to go, but because we do have access, it's something. So East Coast Prepper, congratulations on 3,500 subs. We think you're doing a great job. Hope to see more videos. Congratulations.